You know, when we first started this podcast, like I was the only one with the beard. And now all three of us have beards.
Yeah.
And Trevor, I don't think you thought you could grow a beard.
Well, you see how it just kind of comes in a little patchy?
It doesn't look patchy to me.
Okay. I still like when I'm looking here, it looks like it's a little patchy. But I've gotten people tell me they like it. My daughter's told me it's good. I've had girls say, yeah, don't cut it. So
It does look pretty good, I'd say.
What do you think about David's beard?
we were just commenting about David's beard. I was asking him, David, have you lost weight? He says he's the same. And I'm like, maybe it's the beard. Like, David looks good. David, look straight at the camera really quick here. Go full screen on you.
Full screen, huh? That's the camera.
Dang, dude, you look good.
Dang, dude. Yeah, no kidding.
Handsome
No
guy.
kidding. No kidding. You know what? The next move, and trust me, you guys will see this. But the next move is I'm taking David, grow everything out for this week. Don't cut anything. And I'm taking you to my barber. As a little Christmas gift on Saturday. And I'm going to get you all dialed in. Maybe I'm going to take you on Friday, actually.
They trim your beard and stuff?
Oh, yeah. They dial it in. I get my beard faded.
Mikey told me I need to just trim my beard. He's like, you're there. He's like, you need to get your beard professionally trimmed. I'm like, I've never done that.
Yeah, you see how mine has like a fade right here? It's short here and it gets bigger here. Yeah, it just gives you a little, we got invited to the LDS influencer Mormon Tabernacle Choir Christmas concert
I'm an influencer
on Friday. So David the Lion. Maybe we'll take you and get you all dialed in for that.
Maybe you should invite me. You don't have to pay for mine, but I need a little. I could do that first time. What happens?
Yeah, I'm gonna introduce you to all my people there at the barbershop. They all know me. We'll get it all dialed in. You'll notice it makes. No, they're not white.
Okay.
They're Lamanites. Lamanites are good at cutting hair.
See,
senor. Yeah, you'll like them because they all speak Espanol.
Where do they live? Or where's the place?
It's in Bountiful. Right over just off the south. It's called Savant Barbershop. So, okay. So this is kind of a...
Like, before you get on, I feel like after Mexico, like I've only been on like 2 or 3 podcasts with you guys.
Bro, you pretty much have been. You've been like MIA.
Yeah.
And you don't know how many times I'm like, well, we have to give an excuse absence to the key. The key's not here. And you know what's happened to our numbers, by the way, without you on there? They've taken a dump. And so...
Yeah, it's everyone on social media. All of my family who's like TikTok influencers, they're saying
their numbers are down. Okay. Well, that makes me feel a little better.
Yeah.
So this will maybe turn into a little something because you had a good idea where you sent a text message out and we wanted to just kind of go around the three of us and share a little, like your most memorable Christmas experience
or tradition.
So I'll go ahead and start because I already have one that I want to share. And then maybe we go to David, maybe end off with you, Trevor. But I remember I was probably like 9 or 10 years old. My best friend, Spencer, and to this day, Spencer doesn't even know that it was my family that did this. His family always struggled with money. Like his dad could never hold down a job. It's just like constantly great family, lots of kids. And my Baldwin side of my family, every year would pick a family that we would do like a Secret Santa for. And we picked this family. And it was cool because I had the inside scoop. I knew everything that my friend wanted. I'm like, hey, what do you think your siblings want? And he's like, oh, I'll ask them. And so I was over there just getting information. And I was able to take that information back. And I remember us just getting these black garbage bags that were filled with presents. Like there were like 6 of them, like huge garbage filled with presents. And our whole family goes over there and we put them on the porch, ring the doorbell, we take off, and I go home and I get home. And 10 minutes later, I get this phone call from my best friend, Spencer. And he's like, dude, I don't know if Santa's real. I don't know what's going on, but like literally we had all these presents come to our door and it was like everything that he wanted. And that to me was like, it's so interesting that my most memorable Christmas experience was me giving presents, not receiving them. You know what I mean? And I think that is really the magic behind Christmas. So, David, what do you got?
Yeah, for Christmas, there was just cool things my mom would do to decorate in the house, and we had really simple Christmases. And one of the things that she did that I enjoyed a lot was on our Christmas tree, she would decorate it with candy canes. And these candy canes, if you don't already know, they have a symbolism of being the shepherd's, staff, and of the shepherds that were there when they were greeted by the angel. But the way she would use them is she would put them on the tree, and anytime someone would come to visit us, we would give them a candy cane off the tree as like a gesture, to welcome them, giving them sugar, giving them something sweet. And that kind of just stuck with me, and so we kept doing that in our home with our kids, just decorating the tree. We still do that today.
That's cool. Trev, what do you got? You're on mute, by the way.
I get at CS. Okay. My favorite tradition is on Christmas Eve. Different now, the kids are older. But we would on Christmas Eve start making, after like dinner and everything, right? We'd start getting ready for Santa to come, and we'd make cookies for Santa. And in that process, we came up with this thing where we would paint our nose red like Rudolph. And you'd get like dry erase marker or, definitely not a Sharpie. Everyone would draw, big old red nose, and it's kind of like spread now throughout. My sisters and most of their kids do it. And, on Christmas Eve, there's on the family group text, everybody sending in their pictures of the red noses, and something we started off with our kids, and people are still doing it today. And hopefully my kids do it with their kids. And it's a good little memory.
That's awesome. So, what does everybody get? Like, what's everybody's plans for Christmas? David, what do you got planned for like your family? You got stuff going, like you're getting them presents, like talk to Trevor and I about like what you got going for Christmas. You're on mute.
Thank you. We're gonna open gifts in front of the tree. I've got a dinner planned with my dad, which who I haven't seen in a long time.
How long?
Oh, it's been long enough that I can't tell you right off the top of my head.
20 years, 10 years.
Yeah, I'd say it's not that long. It's been probably 5 years though.
Wow.
Maybe more like 3 years. 3 years.
All right. Where does he live?
He's in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
So gonna do a drive down there to see him face to face Christmas Day, and have some dinner with him.
That's cool.
So that'll be great.
So, and you got like 5 kids, dude. You got like, that's a lot. Now, are your kids like in the phase where they believe in Santa? Like, is that's kind of like, yeah. Where are they at? Did you spoil it for them?
I think we've spoiled it for them. We didn't want to lie to our kids.
It's lying not to, David.
It's the honest lie, my man.
Dude, my little sister, Carly, who's the middle one, she was 12 years old. And my mom, still to this day, if you ask her if Santa's true, as an adult, she'll say, you have to believe. And we're like, Mom, we know we're doing it as parents. You have to believe. And so she was the exact same way, like growing up. And so my 12-year-old sister got absolutely humiliated in like 8th grade because she was like defending it. And then she came home and everybody told her, like all the older brothers and sisters, like, no, it's not true. Mom's just going to lie to you and say it's true. And she still holds it against my mom to this day. She's like, I was so embarrassed, Mom.
So, David, we have kind of a Christmas surprise for you. But I need to tell you something. Like, Trevor did something amazing for you. Like, this is all Trevor. No, it literally
Texting or what?
It was his idea. He got it started. He put it out there, and it just happened. And so I reached out to a few of my people as well, and they participated in this Christmas gift for you and your family. But truly, dude, props to Trevor. He freaking, in literally less than a few hours, this thing just blew up. And one of the things that Trevor and I want to do for you is we want you to be able to give your family the Christmas that Trevor and I are kind of like just used to. I don't know, Trevor. I don't know if it was the same for you, but dude, like Christmas for me, our dads both worked at Merrill Lynch. I assume that, we come from, there's some money in both of our families, and literally I got pretty much everything. Every Christmas was like, yeah, the best Air Maxes, the best this, the best video games, just boom, boom, but like that's how Christmas was for me. Like it was like awesome. Like
it was almost embarrassing. Like I seriously was embarrassed a few times. I came down and saw what my mom did, and I'm like, oh, this is gross.
Yeah, but awesome at the same time, right? And so we want your family to be able to experience what we're kind of accustomed to around Christmas time. And we want you to be able to like spoil the heck out of your kids and just have them be so surprised and have you be like the hero dad of the century because of what you're going to be able to do for them. So Trevor, do you want to give them the breakdown and tell them what we did, what happened?
Yeah. So literally it was Saturday morning at like 10:30. And I text Shane and I said, let's see if people will donate for like a secret deal.
Like talk about like you realized you got this text. David had like no food, like literally barren cupboards. And so that's what kind of sparked this. You're like, hey, okay. Anyways.
Yeah, just, Davey's got a big family and he's living tight and making things happen still, and so I just, Dave came over to my house for Thanksgiving, got to meet my family, and I got a big family, 4 sisters, most of them were there. And I initially just started with my family. I said, hey, Shane and I are going to do a Secret Santa thing for Dave. Do you guys want to chip in? And they loved him so much that Dave, I'm not going to say how much here, who did what, but when you see the amounts that people did, I like cried like multiple times when it came. I wasn't like sobbing, but I'm just like getting teary eyed. And then it was like, I'm like, oh, I'm going to go onto Discord and see if any of the, the Zion people want to donate. And I created a couple private groups and just got incredible response back. But when it was all said and done, in like 4 hours, there was and is exactly $4,000 that's come in between me and Shane, Zion Media, and our family. We were as blown away as you are, bro. And I asked Shane, I'm like, should we tell him to like break it down into chunks? And Shane goes, dude, just have him spoil the crap out of his kids. Have them like blow their brains. Bro, $4,000, David. Isn't that nuts? I told Shannon, I said, that's more than I'm spending on my kids. Not Mexican dollars either, David.
Holy crap.
Yeah, surprise.
I thought we were going to record a video about Japan. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you're gonna be busy spending all that money, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go.
I spent
You're gonna have
$800 today, and it took me like 2 hours. I'll say, oh, it looked.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
We know Ogre.
Let me tell you some of the people that don't.
Go ahead, Dave. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I want to just take a second and just I want to mention somebody. Okay. There's this. I'm only saying this because the thought came to my mind. There's this guy named Kevin. That's that lives around where we've lived, and I took some time. I've gotten a chance to get to know him and ask him, and just ask him about his life. He's a homeless guy, and he's got a dog, and the dog had puppies, and he has a wife, and they're both homeless, and they live around where we live. And I know this might take a little bit away, but this was so important to me because I hadn't seen him in a long time, and I ran into him at Walmart buying groceries. And I said, "Hey, Kevin," and I could tell he was just glad to hear his name, that someone knew him. He lit up. And I talked to him. I was there with my daughter, and we had a good conversation, just a short one, as he was finishing up his shopping or his purchase. And he asked me about how Christmas was going, and I said, okay, and I didn't want to go into that. I didn't want to bring him down or anything like that. And then I was like, the thought came, he asked you about your Christmas. Why haven't you asked about his? And so I asked him, not expecting much. And then he passingly said, it gets a little cold in the winter. And then he left, and I just was thinking, what the heck? Like, what were you expecting, David? And the words, what he said, just made me think, you need to go find him. You need to go find him and take care of him. And this is not at all about me, but it's about the season. It's about what Christ does to us when we let him into our hearts. I found him. He hadn't left yet. He was just right at the doors. I finished my purchase. I caught him, and I gave him my coat. And I said, Merry Christmas to him. I said that because I wanted to make sure that he knew that someone cared about him. And that no matter how alone or difficult some people's Christmases are, there's always someone looking out for you. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful I had the opportunity, and I'm blown away by this. Yeah. So I'm going to probably need a minute before we record this Japanese episode.
Now you have to pull it together, but you pull yourself together, David. Okay, let me tell you who donated. Okay, I won't say the amounts, and one person is secret. For E and Casey Craig, Michael and Zona Keys, Trevor, Shane and Angie, Lance Weaver, David Gutierrez, Ryan Clark, Jacqueline Keys, April and Gregory MacGyver.
I just got another donation in from Jet. My son Jet Baldwin just donated as well. So the number's a little bit more
And we have another person, 2 people that have asked for PayPal on Discord, so it's going to be a little bit higher. Ryan Clark, I mentioned that. April McGyver, Sherilyn from Discord, Zion Media, Ryan Hinckley from our Mexico trip, Jim Wetstein. He's got I'll screenshot you his name on Discord. He's got a funky name. Coach Cash, Mikey, down in Arizona, Christmas Girl, Natalie Keys, Cameron Mosier, Piz donated, bro. HR, just those alone are 4,000. Local. So, bro, get your Christmas gift going, David. We want to see pictures of this. We want to see videos of this.
Holy smokes.
It'll be fun to see.
Your kids are going to be blown away.
Blown away, dude. And if you're smart with it and look for deals, because I look for deals to, I still get good things, but I look for deals, bro. You can stretch that. You can make that look like it's 6,000, 7,000. Like, that's a lot of presents, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask ChatGPT. Holy smokes.
Yeah, just start brainstorming, start coming up with ideas, make a note section on your iPhone and start making stuff, dude.
Yeah.
I do a little Excel sheet for my kids.
Here you go, David. This is from Jet.
Read. David, in my notes section, I do a little Excel column for each kid, right? And then I put the amount in each gift each time I get it, so I can kind of keep track of what it is, getting them the right amounts. Older kids obviously spend more money on than the littler ones because they need stuff more and appreciate. Little kids' gift looks like they're worth more value.
Holy crap.
Bro, I'm excited for you. Super excited. And I was so excited. Dude, the people were so quick, so fast. The dollar amounts, I'll share a screenshot with you. You'll die.
You'll be blown away. You'll be blown away. Like my parents, Trevor's parents.
See if I had $50 type stuff. No.
Yeah, dude. It's big. And it was so cool to see Trevor go to work on this. Like literally Trevor went to work on this and it was like, it just kept coming in. It was like, bang.
Word is saying it loosely. People love you so much, David. Like I just like text and it was like, blah, 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 blah. And I text Shane. I said, dang, we should do something like this for us. It was awesome.
Yeah, but I just, I think it's cool that we've created this bond and this friendship, the 3 of us through this channel. And I feel like, my life has been so blessed. I know Trevor feels the same. And God, if we can do stuff to like help you experience to a degree, some of the things we got to experience and fortunately we know these people that are so generous, and truly, I don't know. It's cool. So I'm excited for your family this Christmas. This is our first Christmas as a Zion Media team, as a Zion Media podcast. What started out as just hey, I've got, a guy I want to interview has turned into almost 400 videos.
Yeah.
So really cool.
I'm really grateful that you're in my life. You're like the kindest person. I tell people all the time, I'm like, he's like a golden retriever. You just like want to hug the guy. And, I believe that the people who you surround yourself with, is what makes you, right? And I believe that, through, I know what your goals are. I know where your mind is and how you're dreaming bigger. And like, I fully believe by next Christmas, you're going to be in a place financially to do whatever you want for your kids and your family. And we'll continue to grow together as friends and partners and, find other business opportunities and outside and inside of Zion Media, dude. Like shoot high, bro. Put your goals up high, shoot for the moon. It's time to lasso it.
Let's lasso the moon. Okay. With that, we'll kind of Merry Christmas to everybody.
We're all about what we're doing Friday in detail. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. So this Friday and maybe we can go live. I'm not sure what we're going to be able to do, but we got invited to the LDS influencer, Mormon Tabernacle Choir concert. So we're going to be able to be there with a bunch of other LDS influencers. Hopefully it provides us an opportunity to find other amazing guests and people that we can have on the podcast that have cool stories that we can share. And then we're going to enjoy the Mormon Tabernacle Choir this Friday. David's still trying to take everything in. He's trying to figure out, oh my gosh, like it's
I'm on Amazon right now. I saw his screen post.
One of the things he's going to have to do is just get his kids to say, hey, give me a real list. Don't just give me a present. Give me lots, like let's go. Hopefully your wife can help you out in this process and buying gifts and all that good stuff. I'm sure she will. I'm sure this will be a welcome reprieve for her this holiday season as well. So we're grateful we get to do that. But yeah, Friday is going to be cool.
Well, it's like lots of at 6:30 the doors open from what I read on the email, and there's like a gathering where everyone taking selfies, right? And they'll be like, I'm an influencer, and you're just like,
yeah, exactly. And
30.
Yeah, what's crazy, and I didn't go to this, but you guys went to that Ward Radio kind of debate thingy.
Yeah.
And you said like people recognized you guys from the podcast.
I wasn't surprised people recognized Dave because he's black. How many black Mormons are there?
They good me were the only two.
Right. There was two there. But yeah, I was shocked. I was dressed exactly like this, hoodie, black, and I was blown away. People were like, oh, hey, Travis. I'm like, Trevor, Zion Media. Oh, yeah, we love you guys. And they were putting us in like, you guys stick a Joseph Ward Radio. We would listen to all, like, I was shocked. 80%, maybe 90% of the people. And you know how like when you go somewhere and you can tell people are looking at you, it kind of makes you feel, well, depending on your self-confidence, can make you feel uncomfortable. And I just could tell like people were looking at me and I'm like, do I have something on me? And then I'm like, oh no, they actually recognize us. This is weird.
Yeah. But we're going to get to meet a lot of people in the LDS influencer community. I never really considered ourselves LDS influencers. I guess, we're over 10,000 subscribers here on Zion Media. I think we have over 1 million views combined total, way over 1 million views probably at this point. And we're still young. I mean, to put us in the same category as the Stick of Joseph and Ward Radio, I mean, that's awesome. Like we're teeny compared to those guys. So listen, if you're watching this, subscribe so we can try and at least be in their rarefied air. But pretty cool to be in that camp. And
cool. And all the Ward Radio guys were so cool. It's the first time I've met any of them. I went up and talked to them all, and really cool, really gracious, and knew who we were. And I just thought that was really cool. Like,
yeah, and hope
about Ward Radio.
I assume those guys will be there too, so we'll get to see all those guys at this little influencer thing. So yeah, it should be pretty cool. We'll see if we can live stream from there. So stay tuned. Maybe we'll throw a live stream on there.
At the least, I was thinking it'd be cool, like start off at Temple Square in the light.
Yeah.
Gave it up.
Yeah.
And live stream walking towards it. And then if we have to shut it off, we have to shut it off. But maybe we
can. No, that'd be cool. Another in the field. You remember our first in the field? Hey, if you haven't, go way back in the archives. It's one of the first videos we did, and we were at Temple Square, and we went to the the library or the church history.
And we made history. We made history on that event because our reporting, our in the field, got the church to change the listing of the Nemenhah in the church archives from Book of Mormon Apocrypha to some deep analyst went, delete.
Yeah.
One of the
kidding.
Church.
So I guess it's no longer apocryphal.
So that means it's legit.
It's legit. Yeah.
Mainstream.
Hey, cool. But yeah, that's what we'll be doing Friday. So
put it in. Hey, if they made, sorry, tangent. If they added, and somebody actually said we should do this, can you imagine making a quint? A quint. Add the Nemenhah to the quad, and it's a quint.
It's a quint. And a quint sounds so much better.
Cool. Sounds cool. My daughter's name is Quint.
Yeah, Quint. Yeah, grab the quint. Yeah, totally cool. Okay, cool. And we've got a lot of cool things coming. Speaking of Nemenhah, we got some really cool things coming with that. We're working on some things there, and we're excited to get those.
Let me give a little teasers of some of the people that we're going to be recording, picking back up our recording. As you guys know, we moved to 3 days through the holidays, probably through first week in January. But we got a lot of people on the docket. We've got Brock, who's going to tell us about his he's got 3 friends that he's going to line up. So this is going to kind of be the teaser episode where they're going to be future guests from us. One of them is this guy we've talked about a little bit named Jacob. And Jacob had such a remarkable patriarchal blessing that someone from the first presidency's office reached out to him and connected him to one of the first presidency. And he's got an incredible story. He also knows the white Nephites in southern Mexico, in Oaxaca. So that's one of the guys we're going to talk to. Another one is Brock's friend who had a vision, a dream actually, of the Nemenhah before it came out. Remarkable details on it. And the description of the translation and how the plates were found in her dream matching the video that they saw on Zion Media. And then there's another one that I don't remember. Another one in Hawaii. It was
It's the Wolfgram,
Tell me about it.
the guy that was raising people from the dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Legit, documented, like not just secondhand, firsthand, and then it's also been written about on a bunch of different sites and published.
Yep.
So that's one thing. Another one is we have 2 Davidic servants, and this is going to put us at 4 Davidic servants. And my goal from the get-go is I want a Davidic servant basketball team. Kind of think of like Harlem Globetrotters, right? You need 5.
Smart.
It'd be nice to have someone on the bench in case someone gets
Yep.
tired or injured.
Yeah, exactly.
And my thought, big picture thought, go with me on this, David. You got 3 Nephites, John the Beloved, and the Davidic servant. Well, Davidic servant's got its own team. So we need one other person on this team.
Yeah,
And
for
if
5-on-5. Yeah,
Dick, you're black. My thought was to have you be on the 3 Nephite and John the Beloved team.
it makes more sense for David to be on their team.
Okay. I'm still thinking about Amazon right now. So
Werewolf. Let me continue to ramble. We also have a repeat guest, the person who came on and talked about, who's Stephen Covey's assistant, who's going to be coming on again. We're going to do an entire series on that. We've got Lance Weaver in the making. That Lance is going to be coming on very quick. Fabrizio, of course, and
we're gonna pick up where we left off on the big manual, the Ascension manual.
Okay, with RJC.
Yeah. So
people have been asking, where's RJC?
Yeah, and he's gonna let us know some backstory details, and I'm excited to be able to bring that to you. He's been working on it, so that's going to be cool.
Let's tease it just a little bit more than that. So people have been asking, where's RJC? And RJC has an interesting origin story, backstory, right? And he met with Shane and I, and he said, hey, I haven't shared this with a lot of people, but I'd like to come on Zion Media and tell my background story, my origin story, Spider-Man style. And so he told us, and we were like, oh, you're going to do that? Okay. Cool. So we're going to be
amazing.
We're going to hear that first, and then we're going to get back into the translation or ascension or what's it called?
I can't remember the book.
I can't either. Christmas has been hard on us, guys. You know which one we're talking about. All right, so that is happening with the foreordination. How did we forget that one?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's an easy one. Okay, so we're going to restart the foreordination. Then with Lance, we're going to be doing a Mexico reunion trip. Okay. The camera keeps shifting on here. We're going to be doing a Mexico reunion trip where basically we're bringing everyone on that came on the Mexico trip. And we're going to do like here's what happened type thing, because here's the fun part. David has been working very hard with 2 volunteer editors. Thank you guys. And we've been going through hours and hours and hours.
There's so much footage.
Just the drone footage alone is hours, and it's this HD, incredible views Like, I haven't seen better views of what we filmed of Teotihuacan and Monte Alban on the internet than what David and Lance got. It's incredible. Like, I've sent people videos of Monte Alban and Teotihuacan. The drone footage we got is the best thing I've seen out there. And it's because they did it illegally. They weren't supposed to.
Gangster
They
style.
would launch it, and then Lance would
Hey,
stop
but
doing it.
so what's illegal in Mexico?
I-
I mean, seriously.
It's
we
actually
paid off
not illegal.
cops.
Illegal is the wrong thing. It's against the policy. And so what Lance would do is he'd launch it and then film for like 20 minutes, and someone would come and be like, "Ya no se puede firmar aquí." You know, and he'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm American. I didn't know." But we already got 20 minutes of footage. So David's been editing with 2 editors, and we're going to have like a pretty rad, I don't know if it's going to be a mini series, you know, like 4 things, if it's going to be a couple hour long, but we're putting together an entire encapsulation of the Mexico trip. And one of the parts that I'm very excited about is the car crash where I almost went to jail. Okay. This is not hyperbole. I was this close from going to jail. I called Shane. I said, "Dude, I'm probably going to jail. You better get over here." And we had to make the decision of paying for a crash or going to jail. And basically the cop said to us, he goes, "You guys have to work it out between the 2 of you or you're going to jail." And his car had like $8,000 to $10,000
Yeah.
right? And so I'm thinking in my head, this guy's going to want $3,000, $4,000, and you'll just have to see what happened, how much we had to pay. And in my mind, I was like, I'm not going to pay more than $299. And I told Shane, I said, "I will go to jail over $3,000 or higher. Just get over here now." And Shane's like, are you joking? Like, is this a joke? Nope. So we've got that. And David, to his blessing, filmed everything.
Hey, what about the drones? The drones that were, I'm talking about the bees, the little drones, the peep stones,
Watcher drones.
the watcher drones that were watching us and like scanning us.
And by the way, do you know that we still have not been able to find that? I've spent 45 minutes sending it into GPT, Grok, and like trying to have them identify what it is. Then I'm asked, what else could it be? You know, and they're like, it could be this beetle, it could be this, and it keeps sending me over and over again. We still have not found it. We don't know what it was. But let me explain it to you guys. It was the size of a very, very large bee. It was black.
Totally black.
Totally black. And it had what looked like ski goggles that were yellow or white. Just like this, right? You couldn't see the eyes, pure black. And this thing would come up to us and just go like, just like observe, and was just watching us. And we're talking for almost 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It was wild. And this lady came up to us. She goes, I que bendigo. She's like, you guys are blessed. This thing is coming. This is a sign from God. And she was trying to tell us what it was. And we're like writing it down. And she goes, tonight is a full moon. This is a sign. You can manifest anything you want. It was intense.
Well, and we did manifest some pretty cool things. And we hope that as you watch this, understand that next fall, we're going to be doing a big trip, 30 to 40 people going back to these places. We know where to stay now. We know where to eat. Mezzaluna, if you remember,
We know how to
that
get
spot.
out of jail.
We know how to get out of jail. We know how to do it safely. And we also want to spend some time on the beaches of Oaxaca amidst all of this. So it's going to be an amazing trip. And truthfully, I think of the experience, and while all of that was amazing, the people and the relationships we created during that trip, we have lifelong friends and maybe some new business partners. Not even maybe. We have some new business partners from that trip on multiple fronts, by the way, on multiple fronts. So yeah, super cool stuff.
Yeah. I mean, there's already the second person that on Friday we're going to be, we started doing stuff with the car dealership with Gutierrez. So
yeah, exactly.
is that what you got?
Yeah. So you should come on this. The networking is going to be amazing. The people you're going to meet, the people you're going to help. You're going to want to come on that trip. So I think we're going to do it probably same time as we did last. The weather was perfect. So we're looking probably
days of November.
Yeah, it's going to be somewhere in the first 15 days of November. So start clearing your calendar for that time period. We're going to be going back.
I have another one I want to put a pin in. This is future thinking. We've talked about it twice.
Is this Egypt, August 2nd, 2027?
Put it on your calendars. August 2nd, 2027, total solar eclipse over the Giza pyramids, over the Egypt pyramids. I mean, we're talking totality. It is on the totality. August 2nd, 2027. We're going to do a little convention there. Whether there's 200 people or 100 people or 1,000 people, we're going to go ahead of time, fly there, negotiate rates on a hotel where we can lock in the price right now, give them a deposit, get a little venue, and then let's meet there, guys, and let's go through. What if that portal opens, David, and the Anunnaki come out and Latter-day Chad's not there? Are we?
Yeah, Latter-day Chad better figure out how to be there.
He better be there. We're screwed.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. Well, hopefully that gives you a good update before Christmas of what to look forward to here on Zion Media for next year. I love being able to kind of share the Christmas stories, but also create this memory recorded for the Douglas family for Christmas. Huge thank you to all of those who participated in, helping the Douglas family out. It was so cool to see that happen as quickly as it happened and as privately as it happened as well. It's not like we did a show about it. I mean, it was just some private discords and family and friends. And so really cool. So thank you to everybody who contributed and participated. And we hope that you guys have a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Trevor, you got anything? David, you got anything?
I don't know. I mean, the only thing I want to say, just a little holiday spirit, holiday memory. My favorite part of Christmas, once I left the house and I was on my mission, I started to care about my childhood and my parents. Up till then, they were just annoying to me. I was I wanted to leave and I took everything for granted. And when I was gone on my mission, I started realizing how incredible my parents and family was. And I started to miss them. I think everybody did who went on a mission, right? And when we got to Christmas, I realized the thing that was the most impactful, that I loved the most, that was spiritual, was my dad reading the Luke version of Mary coming out all the way down. The Christmas version of Jesus. Do I even know the scripture? Can somebody help me out?
Christmas story. I think it's Luke 2. What is it?
Luke 2. Okay. And I feel dumb. I don't even know which one it is, but you guys know what it was. And I love that. And my dad still does it today with all of our family. And now it's his grandkids and my kids. And it's something that I've done as well. I haven't done it every single time, and shame on me, but that's my favorite memory of Christmas. And I just want to tell you guys, I love you guys, and I'm grateful that we did Zion Media and that Shane convinced me to do it. I did not want to do it. Didn't think it was going to be as fun as it was. And I'm thankful for all you guys who watch us and subscribe and feedback. And for those of you who we've made friends with on the Discord, it's really cool. And it's been 6 months, I'm whoa, what's this going to be in 2 years, 3 years? How many more friends, are we going to have? And I'm grateful. I love this time of year. I love Jesus. I love anybody who loves Jesus. And this is a time where the whole world comes together and venerates and honors Jesus. And I think it's amazing. I hate how dark it is. I'm grateful that Trump said he's going to change daylight savings. That makes me 30% happier because I just hate this time of year. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
Amen. David?
I have very little words right now. Usually I'm pretty talkative.
Go for it. Everyone wants to hear him.
Yeah. Thank you. I wish that I'm gonna get that list from you. But I'm very thankful. And this was full on unexpected. And there's a cartoon I love as a kid. It is a old timey cartoon, okay, Popeye days, and
Popeye.
yeah, Popeye. And in this cartoon, it's focused on a family, and this always brings me to tears. This family, it's a Christmas cartoon, and this family doesn't have anything for Christmas, and they have a single mom, taking care of this family, and these kids, there's a lot of kids in the family, and they don't really have anything, and they're just dreaming about having a good meal, or like Christmas gifts under the tree. And I don't know, it's been so long, I'm gonna watch it now, but I've almost forgotten some of the details. Basically, on Christmas morning, everything they dreamt of is there. Everything. And it just always brings me to tears. I feel like I'm one of the kids, actually. So thank you very much. And maybe I'll show a clip in it, and hopefully we don't get a strike for that. But or at least leave it in the description, a link to it on YouTube. But thank you so much, everybody. And look out for the Kevins in the world that you can continue to bless along the way.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. And thanks for tuning in to this kind of impromptu episode that David didn't know. We're actually going to go after this. We're going to close this down and record what David had prepared for us on Japan and the correlations to Christianity. So I'm excited for that. So for myself, I'm Shane Baldwin. For David the Lion Douglas and Trevor the Key Keys, Merry Christmas, and may Christ be in everything that you do.
I wander far from Zion's light, chasing shadows in the dark. Turn my back on covenants, let the world consume my heart. A rebel with no purpose, I laughed at holy things. Like Alma the younger, I silenced angels' wings. Led others down the path I paved, my words were sharpened spears. Built my pride on broken faith, ignored my family's tears. I scorned the Christmas season, saw it as a fleeting jest. No babe in Bethlehem could pierce my atheist chest. Years went by, I burned with rage, an enemy to God. I mocked the saints and their beliefs, saw their love is flawed. But one December evening, something stirred within my soul. A glimmer of the Spirit whispered truths I used to know. Come home, my wandering son. This journey's end has just begun. The veil is thin, the time is nigh. Go no more out, come to the sky. A vision came on Christmas Eve, I saw my life unfold. Each sin a link in heavy chains, each word a story told. I saw my mother praying, her knees worn down with hope. And my father's quiet patience, his faith my saving rope. The hymn silent night played softly, the words began to glow. Redeemer lives, the angels sang, and every soul can know. I fell to my knees in sorrow, begged the heavens for a chance. A higher voice responded, you've rehearsed this mortal dance. I sent you down with wisdom to prove your heart was true. But pride has been your prison, let Christmas rescue you. You are a child of promise, from Caleb's highest line. No babe in Bethlehem was spiritually, embrace the gift divine. I saw my past incarnations, each life a lesson learned. From prophet, scribe to wanderer, my spirit always yearned. But now I chose redemption, this soul will rise again. No more prodigal return, my journey finds its end. Come home, my wandering son. This dirt of Bethlehem bids you run. The bells of Zion call your name. Go no more out and end your shame. That Christmas day I stood anew, my heart was sanctified. The sacrament I once disdained now cleansed me from inside. No longer bound by hatred, no longer lost in strife. I bore my testimony, Christ is the gift of life. I've seen the world beyond this one, I've walked the darkest path, but here I'll build my my mansion, no more escaping wrath. I promise God my talents, my strength, my will, my all. No more a son of rebellion, I heed the shepherd's call. I'll rise and sing on Christmas morn to greet the holy throne. No more a stranger to my God, no more a heart of stone. The heavens sing in harmony, the plan is now complete. No more out, my spirit's home, eternity's my seat.